Welcome everybody to our live stream here on lichess and Twitch. I'm your host, International Master William Paschall. We'll be taking some Blitz challenges here. Today's theme is Weird Wednesday, Unusual Openings. So I like to play experimental stuff, not necessarily completely unsound, but a little bit off the beaten track. Sidelines, unusual systems, gambits. I will take challenges from those of you who are subscribers first. Please subscribe to Twitch. Every little bit helps to support the stream here. And it's not a big deal. Really helps me. So, I think Sumaher, if I'm not mistaken, was recently subscribed to the stream. For some reason he has trouble communicating. We're not getting his messages alerted. I don't understand why that is. If you're out there, Sumaher. Oh, there he is now. He just subscribed now. It's weird. For some reason, I don't get your messages when you send me messages on lichess. I have to look for them. They don't send me an alert. Most times, people send me a message on lichess and it sends a little flag up in the right-hand corner. When you send me a message, it's there, but I have to look for it. I don't understand. What is that? You know, why is it that your messages are hidden? I know you had the problem with Yabatis too in the Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, tomorrow is subscriber stream game analysis. Our first one back since vacation. We have a study for tomorrow's stream. I'm not sure exactly how many games we have, if any, because I've been away for so long. But if you guys would like to, you can use the Thursday command, by the way. Astrobate, good to see you. Thursday command will tell you where to send the game. If you'd like to analyze our game or your game on stream tomorrow night, I do 10 games if I can. 6:30 p.m. Central European Time on Thursdays. Thanks, Mubat. Thanks, Ripun, for triggering that. So send a game to Yobates, my helper here for the Thursday stream. If necessary, send it to me, but it's more organized if we send it to you, Iobates. See there in the chat. Send a game if you're interested in having it analyzed. I'm going to cancel this challenge from Daria because I only take 5 plus 3. Please change your challenge to 5 plus 3. Starman, that goes without saying. I don't play bullet chess. So I've got challenges from these 4. Sumaher and Universitate are subscribers. So we'll take those challenges first. Those of you who are subscribers, I like to give back and thank you for that. So not to be favoritist towards certain people. But, alright, let's see. Oh, here we go, the Nimzo. All I do is the Nimzo. Let's try something different. I said weird openings, right? So, we can't play our normal stuff. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Ripun. I always forget, especially in the first game. But I remembered in time. Move 3, I remembered. Alright, so this is a weird move by him. I mean, he's taking on c5. I wanted to play the Snake Benoni. I mean, the plan was d5, ed5, cd5, bishop d6. But Sumaher has ruined it by playing the unusual d takes c5. I think Uber Driver recently played something like this. Oftentimes in Nimzo, you go bishop e4 and take back on c5. Here I can play bishop takes c5 straight away. I mean, I was thinking of knight a6, but I think I'm just being weird there, you know? I mean, I'm not going to be weird for the sake of weird. You're transposing in Nimzo? No, you're not, because my bishop's never been on b4. It could theoretically transpose to a Nimzo. If I play queen b6 and move my bishop back later to something like bishop e7, it's not exactly a Nimzo here. I mean, I haven't played bishop e4. There's no physical way it can be a Nimzo. It's similar, obviously. What it is in actuality is or reversed Queen's Gambit accepted. That's what we're playing here. Queen's Gambit accepted, reversed. Okay, so bishop f4. He's out to get me. I'm going to castle. But there are variations, you know, he's trying to make it like an IMSO with queen c2. The structure arises in the classical IMSO. Bishop f4. But I mean, I've conserved time. I haven't played bishop e4 and had to like take back on c5. That's majorly important, not to lose time with that. I have a place to put my queen. Otherwise it would be a problem. Now, big question. Do I take back with the knight or the pawn on d5? With the knight, I guess. This is much more solid, but it's kind of dry. Symmetrical structure. Safe, though. Both sides. Perfectly symmetrical structure. Reminds me of when I played bishop f4 in the Queen's Indian with white. There's some lines where your king gets stuck in the center. Obviously he can play like a3 here to stop bishop e4 check if he wants to, but it's a little time consuming. Time is money, friend. Welcome Ripun, Astrobate, Bijak, Universitate Cluj. Who else is here? I didn't check the chat. Let's see. Good to be back. I don't know. I was kind of bored on vacation. Schieberspieler, Twitch Bushi, Guardian of the Moon, Doof, another TV viewer. Saronche is here in the chat. Nice to see another mod out there. Yeah, a3. So that threatens b4. I have rook c8. Another interesting move is queen b7. Switching diagonals. But I kind of like rook c8. No threat whatsoever with that move. But I think this swinging over here so my bishop can come back to e7 looks good. I'll be back in just a second. All right, back. Welcome everybody. It is Steven, not Schieber. What? Steven? Steven Schieber? Schieber Steven. Who's that? Schieber's gone. Oh, Steven Spielberg. What? That's funny, man. Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. I thought it was Schieberspieler. Is that a joke? It sounds like a Schieberspieler, like, wannabe account. That's pretty funny. It might just be a coincidence. It's clearly Steven Spielberg. But it's funny how similar Steven Spielberg is to Schieberspieler. It does look suspicious. Yeah, it almost, you know. But I mean, okay, it's possible. He's just a Steven Spielberg fan. I was convinced it was Schieberspieler. I don't know. I didn't even like read the letters. Like chess, live chess, nuisance. Steven Spielberg, that's funny. And V Gandhi's here. Thanks guys for joining. Tell your friends about the stream if you enjoy it. I'd like to expand our audience. slowly. If you enjoy the stream, I mean, I really try to focus on... I need to square for my bishop, by the way. I really try to focus on making chess, you know, interesting and instructive, not just messing around. I mean, my philosophy is life is too short not to take chess seriously. If we're going to do it, then let's do it well. So knight d7 or knight c6. My bishop can get trapped. That's an issue. There is a6 though. I mean, where the heck is his queen going? Be afraid? That's funny though. Schieberspieler and Steven Spielberg. Very close. Wow, he's not even flinching. Where is his queen going? He's seriously going to a5? No problem. Alright. He's not trapped. Of course, it does give me like a free move here. Honestly, my knight might have been better on d7. Difficult to call. Where am I going from here? Hanging my knight with knight a5. Good idea. Sometimes you want to do something so bad you don't even pay attention to see if it's protected. Alright. Rook d8. Reposition. That was unexpected. I have a5 at some point, breaking his queen side. I have more presence on the queen side. His pieces are kind of in the center. I'm more on the queen side. That b5 would leave him pretty vulnerable to like losing his queenside pawns. Now he sort of stopped it. Still, it's dangerous for white though. I mean, his a pawn is more of a target than my b pawn is. Rook a5 defends my pawn and keeps him on a3. I don't really know what else to do. Now he played knight g5. I mean, I was thinking about that move for a long time, but I don't get it. I think he's just got to go back. That's strange he's got this in-between move. Alright. I guess I have to play bishop c4. But it doesn't really change anything in the position, just he's losing his queen side. He's just losing the pawn on the queen side. IvyYM, thank you for subscribing. Schieberspiel, you heard the story? When do you finish today? 1:15. The Steven Spielberg? Schieberspiel, are you a Steven Spielberg fan? Are you going to stream? I thought it was you. Steven Spielberg. That's funny. No relation to Schieberspieler. But Spiel they have in common. Yeah, we gotta keep the pawn protected. It's a heavyweight. That's a heavyweight pawn. Only I can get it to c2. Heavyweight pawn. mean, I'm going to have to centralize my king at some point. He couldn't cover from both directions, so now he's lost. Tough battle for our first game. Welcome, Schieberspieler. Schieberspieler hopefully can stream as well today. We can raid you. Chess Legend 18 is new here. Welcome, Chess Legend 18. So, tough game from Sumaher. I've got challenges from subscribers first. So, University, Dhruv Goal. Those guys are definitely subscribers. Let me know if anyone else is a subscriber I'm not aware of. We've got a new challenge from Nemo. I do take the subscriber challenges first. Thanks you guys for supporting the stream. Oh, Be Afraid is not. Alright. Be Afraid is no longer a subscriber. Universitate. I'm supposed to play weird openings, so I'm not going to do my standard stuff necessarily. Today's theme is unusual openings. What do you want to do? Dutch is a good idea. Let's do a Dutch, but not... Alright, we can do a Dutch here. I wanted to do Dutch straight up, though. If we're going to play it, I would prefer to play... But anyway, he played knight c3. I would go e6. Even if I played like d4, f5, knight f6. Against knight c3 in particular, I think it's better. We'll play it like a Nimzo. I mean, bishop e7 is a move there. I don't know what where I'm at now. Hypothetically, I love to play Nimzo, Queen's Indian complex openings, but the Dutch, this is a little different. A5, knight c6. I mean, I guess I should just play. A4, queen b4. Can we trap the queen? A4, queen b4, knight c6. Yes. A4, queen b4, knight c6. Queen c5. d6. Queen is trapped. Trap-o-matic. That fixes his pawns. Alright, so let's just play the Nimzo. He took with a pawn? Interesting. Speaking, I never thought of that idea. I didn't expect him to take with the pawn. Interesting. I'm trying to adapt to this new environment. Guess I should just play like h6 or something. Not sure that's the right move, by the way. I feel like he should have taken and played e4. I think we're both making a lot of inaccuracies. Really unsure about h6, but it feels like Capablanca would have done like bishop f6 and e4. I was thinking of the classic 500 Master Chess games, 500 Master Games of Chess, where Capablanca beat Tarkova in the famous endgame. Cluj just lost a piece. It's like the London system. You know, you never want to put your bishop on d3 if those pawns are advancing. Which bishop do you want? Maybe this one. Not to like ruin my king side. Yeah, I mean he's in big trouble. He plays too fast. He can't help himself. Addicted to fast. Rook d1. Come on. Yes. Rook d1. There it is. Bishop e3, rook d8, bishop c2. Is that even my best move? Wins a pawn there. It does force the queens off, though. Now he's going to have 2 pawns for a piece. It's probably not enough to save the game, though. My A pawn. It seems like the A pawn is a bit of a problem. Gotta win it, though. How am I gonna win it? Knight d4 is annoying. Okay, what was I thinking here? Bishop d3. He's only used 1 minute. He's playing Antonio's here. Wow. Nice to see you back. VIP. I was thinking of you the other day because of... Oh, I played the black side of a Budapest. And, man, Antonio has played the record number of games against me. He's a very special player for the stream. I was thinking of you. I played a Budapest and somebody played my line with e3 that we played a lot of games in. And I was just wondering, you know, what you would have thought of it. Maybe I had another game, actually, that was like a Budapest. Reminded me of you. I'm trying to remember which it was. I mean, they're both. I had a Budapest-like position as well. The name of the game. Yes. Yes, yes. And I guess we should be winning here. It's not that easy with only, you know, piece for 2 pawns. But it's hard to break through. It's going to take some work. Marco 25791, thanks for subscribing. 3 months for Marco. Appreciate it, guys. I like how Be Afraid said hello to Antonio in Hungarian. See ya, Antonio. It's our new international language. In honor of Schieberspieler. So b4, pawn takes pawn, a3. Let's not and say we did. I want to tie him down. Maybe I need an open file for my rook. Yep. b4. Pawn takes pawn, a3. b5, a2. It's hard to finish him off here. It's driving me crazy. Man. Not happy with my technique here. Seems like I should have won this game. Are you familiar with Sia Oram memes? No. Oram is like sir. Damn. This guy won't leave me alone. b4. Pawn takes pawn, a3. What? You can do that. Alright. I hope I don't get mated. Oram means like sir in Hungarian, as far as I know. Although I'm very bad with like written Hungarian. Spoken Hungarian is all I know. I just learned by speaking, so my writing is non-existent. I'm not really like literate in Hungarian, theoretically. He gave me the pawn. You got a mate there? Oh my gosh. Tricky guy. Is it perpetual check yet? Is there a sneaky mate or something? Bishop a5 was a strange move. I mean, I expected him to keep checking me down into the position there. I guess I could go to f1. Almost as a mating net, but I hallucinated. Hallucinating mating nets now that don't exist. Guys with your fast speed. He only has 233. Actually, Universitate doesn't have a lot of games. I wonder if he has a Smurf account. Oh yeah, of course. What am I talking about? Of course he has Smurf account. We know his Smurf account. Now, is it mate yet? Look, ma, no checks. I knew that A-pawn was a winner. Now he had another move there. Let's win something. Ruh-roh. Theoretically mate in one. The A-pawn is now on E8. Alright guys, thanks for playing. Please select me after this challenge. I've got to go in order, man. I can't just like randomly favor people. Ripun was first. He's been here for quite a while. Road to GM is not a subscriber, right? Morales is here, actually. We got to play him first. Morales has played 382 games against me on the stream. Most of them on the stream live, as far as I recall. I don't know if we ever played any off-stream games. All your dreams are shattered. You should be next. But we can't, you know. I mean, I can't not take Morales. This is game 383. Not a big deal or anything. 383 games we've battled against each other. I'm not black, thankfully. The Grand Prix attack is his big weapon. No, we're supposed to play unusual opening. With white, though, what am I doing with white? What am I doing with white for something different? You're 81-1. In stream games number. What? 81-1? In stream games number? What do you mean 81-1? Oh, you mean we've played 81 games on the stream? We never played off stream, but we did. Don't forget. Oh, I guess I was streaming. Anyway. Even when it wasn't my... Wait, even when we never played in the Hungarian team battle or something I wasn't streaming. Actually, I streamed that, yeah. We never played off stream. With Schieberspieler. A handful of people I've played off stream games against. I'm a little more concentrated, maybe. Oh yeah, the Petrov. You gotta do it, right? This is Astrobate new opening. You gotta play this, Astrobate. Just pretend it's chess 960. You're out of book if there is any. No. I'm out of book too, sort of. Book, I don't have here. Just some inspiration. Just a game named... just a player named Wilhelm Steinitz. Nothing special. He was just a big fish. D5... He claims he's out of book, and then he busts out this D5 move. What? Do you believe him? That reeks of, like, secret preparation or something. I'm not familiar with that move, but it just oozes like I know what I'm doing. Dynamic counter gambit that screams of I was just trolling. Obviously, like, knight f3, queen e7 seemed to be a problem there. It's possible he doesn't know what he's doing, but I was suspicious. It's just too suspicious, man, honestly. You're like, oh, I'm out of book. He just reels these moves off, claiming he's out of book. Like a rook sacrifice. Knight takes c7 check, king d7, knight e8. Knight d4 check, king d3. The heck is that? Crazy to do this, right? I should just play c3. Castle queenside. White is better. I mean, seriously. He plays like the sharpest possible move. d5. I don't think like any of Steinitz's opponents found that move. Knight takes d5 here. Forcing knight f3 here. And now c3 castles queenside with a complicated position. So I go for it with knight takes c7 check. First I thought this is completely good for white, but now I'm having second thoughts. Morales has this crazy score, right? 4.5 out of his last 6 against me. Regardless of the time control. Whatever, Blitz, Simul, doesn't seem to matter. The less he plays, the better he does against me. Lately. Interestingly. I've noticed a strange trend. The less you play me, the better you do. What's up with that? Knight f6 now. Just calmly playing knight f6. What is the deal here? What does this move even do? I don't know what I'm doing. This is a little ridiculous. I resign. Yeah, that's some serious emotes. I don't think queen e1 is a good move, but I'm pretty psyched out. He wins every game he plays against me now. Like, what is going on with you? I just resign. 11 moves. Is d5 the best move for black? That's like 5 wins in a row for Morales. But I mean, is this like engine move, d5, number 1? He said he didn't know what he was doing. It's the 3rd best move. I've never seen anyone play that. It's the number 1 move. That's how much I know about this variation. d5 is the main line and I don't even know it. But you're lying that you didn't know this, you know. There's no way you're finding d5 instantly and you didn't know the line. You knew that was the main move. So it's like, and now knight c6, number 1 move. And this is all theory. But king d8 is better than king d7. Okay, who knows why king d8 is better than king d7? It's all been played before. That's supposedly a blunder, but I mean, the next move is unbelievable. Knight f6. Damn, I mean, I think I would have played knight d4 check. I don't know what to do. Knight f6. And I have to play c3, but I was terrified of knight takes e4. Now queen e1. Queen h5, and it's very complicated. So I played queen e1. I played queen e1 a move too early. This is actually okay. Wow. You know, it just never occurred to me to go to d1. I mean, it looks insane. How can I go to d1? Who the heck goes to d1 here? That's insane. I suspect Morales knew more than he's letting on. He at least knew d5 was a move. Knight d4 check, king d1. I mean, dropping a rook with check? How the heck can I find that? That's beyond the capability of a human being in a blitz game anyway. I guess I played the wrong variation. He now has 5.5 out of his last 7 against me. What are you doing, like, in between the games you play against me every 3 weeks now? 11 move win now. Pretty soon he's gonna have a plus score. Prem66, thanks for 666, thanks for challenging. Anyway, that was an interesting opening. I mean, I don't think there's any point in playing on in the final position. I'm like losing a piece. I can't get back to the page I wanted. Damn it. Where is the game, dude? What is this? So in the final position, I'm losing a piece, and my knight is trapped on a8. I guess for entertainment value, I should play this out. But I mean, 11 move loss. Nice. That's my second King's Gambit loss this week. Play like Kasparov. Thanks for subscribing. So what are we going to do? I said I was going to play the Dutch, so we forgot the Dutch. Let's try this hyper-accelerated Queen's Indian. That's something I'm seeing from quite a few players. Casabianca. Capabianca is here. So who is Casabianca? Schieberspieler, do you know? You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious if you know who it is. You know, I don't want anybody to like reveal anyone's secret identities. I'm curious though. I mean, it's an interesting mystery because they play the Trompowsky. They play the Trompowsky and the hyper-accelerated Queen's Indian opening, you know. That's a very, very distinctive repertoire. But the other thing I noticed, and the reason why I'm asking you, is because that account has like, looks like they've created another account, and they're friends with all these like Hungarian. They followed like tons and tons of Hungarian players, including me. So the suspicion is that this is a Hungarian player, or at least a close neighbor. But I was just thinking to myself, like, that's an extremely distinct opening repertoire. I mean, do you know someone who plays the Trompowsky and the hyper-accelerated Queen's Indian? I was like, I don't have a clue who that could be. Trompowsky's not that popular with the Hungarian players, I know. King Shield claimed he knew who it was, and he's like UK based, so that makes the mystery even weirder. Trompowsky and being known by a British player, that's logical, right? Everyone loves the Trompowsky in England or the UK still. But you don't see a lot of people playing the Trompowsky here in Hungary. It's not a popular opening. Houston, we have a problem. That's just a mystery because Capabianca wanted me to play Casabianca. It sounds like a soap opera. You know two players who play the Tromp? I've had a couple Hungarian players play it against me, but very rarely. Maybe once Bryce Tibor. I don't even know if he plays chess anymore. And yeah, I mean that would be easy to figure. The point that I'm trying to make is that would be a very easy player to identify. I mean, with that repertoire, like you can't keep your identity secret. Bishop d4, pawn takes pawn, e6, bishop g2. He hangs onto the pawn. So I need to just play it like this. Super knight. Simply super knight. The Acer mate. I mean, who plays the... I mean, how many people play the accelerated Queen's Indian defense? I don't even know what it's called, but... I was thinking like Grandmaster Chernyshov from Russia was a player who played a lot here. He used to play like Queen's Indian and Trompowsky. But this is not a grandmaster. Anyway. Just wondering. It's not Capobianca. But it might be a friend of his. Maybe it's a Romanian player. Hungarian from Romania or something. I don't know. You looked at his follows, not so many Hungarians on the list. I think like Barbie or someone. I'm trying to think who's played the Trompowski. Because I was thinking it was a Smurf account. You know, someone who has more than one account. It's a friend, so it's a fan of Bianca, right? It's a Bianca fake account number 10 for Barbie. Does Barbie play the Trompowski? Could be her. I don't know Barbie's repertoire. No, she played E4, yeah. Yeah, she plays a solid sort of E4. I lost to her in a King's Indian attack, actually, once. With black. I wonder if I should play B4 at this point. Weird. This game is kind of getting on my nerves. Maybe it's Mark Esserman. No, anyway. On to a new subject. Capobianca is quiet. But who would be a fan of Bianca Havanese? If it's not Hungarian, it's probably a neighboring country. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, not important. Just whenever I see Capobianca, now I start thinking about that mystery. Nothing like a good mystery, like wondering whose Smurf account is who. Damn, now the H4. Her cooking streams. Lecho is the most popular Hungarian dish. I read in a recent article. I didn't realize that. You know, you would think like goulash would be more popular. Tartar beefsteak or something. That's cool that she's doing cooking streams. Cooking streams could be big money, probably. Alright, can you stop? Play like Kasparov. I think you should change your name to like Play Like Korchnoi or something. Someone who likes moving a lot of pawns. You're definitely not really Kasparov-like stylistically. He's really down with the pawn moves. You make a lot of weaknesses. Last game, it was insane what you did. With like G3, King G3, King F2. But Kasparov's not a big player on like making ridiculous numbers of pawn moves necessarily. Like Korchnoi loved to move pawns. Seems like you love to move pawns. I'm usually criticizing people for not using their pawns enough. He's also ridiculously fearless. Play like Kasparov said, I try my best to play positional. You know, I'm as guilty as the next person. But honestly, the whole positional thing is the most like overused term in chess. What do we mean when we say that exactly? You know? Um, what does that mean? I would think like creating a lot of weaknesses in your position would be like anti-positional. Damn, look at that move. It's frightening. F6. Better believe it. The subtle... Man, I'm going to lose on time. That's the thing. I think everyone else has a different definition of what it means to play positionally, I guess. It's not really clear what it means. Check. I think what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people use this, word, but does anyone really know what it means? What does it really mean to play positionally? Well, don't give away moves, be afraid. So I think he's losing because he overextended himself now, finally. Wasn't easy, though. I used to play like too open, like Kasparov did in this game, too. Arsenal was asking me yesterday, did you always play so conservatively, or whatever he said, and the honest truth is that I used to play more like this, where I would overextend myself and play wildly aggressive chess. Most people here are too aggressive. So Ripun finally does not get to play. Hey, it's Miro is a subscriber. I promised to play you before the end of the stream. It's like the subscribers just keep coming one by one to block Ripun from playing. But I was talking about this on the stream. Play the Caro-Kann. Hey, it's Miro, which line do you play? Oh yeah, you're doing like the 92. Schieberspieler, I'm not supposed to play the Caro-Kann. Oh no. Alright, we gotta play something unusual. I can't play standard line here. Weird Wednesday. I almost forgot. So I've got to go off with something unusual. Let's go really weird with A6 right away. Theoretical novelty. I tried F6 last time. G6 is, of course, Caro-Kann Gurgenidze. But why not A6 right away? Let's do it. Funkadelic. Can I play C5 now? Well, not with the intention of taking. But there are problems with that. There are problems with that. Very good English. H5. C5 takes knight C6. F4. Let's say. The a6 move, you know, I'm not sure that it's that useful here. We play a really funky French with e6. Down a tempo, that's great. Wow, he played c3. Reasonable. He just got a good French if I play e6. I thought he was going to take on c5, honestly, and try to play f4. That's the other attempt to refute it. Because I don't have any kind of pawn breaks with a5. If he goes b4, a6 looks stupid. So that was the other key try. You know, this probably is bad for black. But I decided to just try something weird. If I play e6, I have a tempo down French. Not good. So I have to somehow not just simply transpose to a tempo down French. So here we can play bishop g4. This is a miracle. So knight f3 may be a mistake. Probably he should play like knight e2 or something. Arsenal will challenge now. Subscribers, welcome to challenge. You get to play first. Everyone is blocking Ripun. He's been here since the beginning. But every time he's ready to play, like another subscriber comes along. And it's just ironic because it's like one by one. Not all at once. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5 is okay, right? Not like he can sack his queen. I mean, I can play bishop takes f3 as well. I got challenges from Ripun Druvgol. Guys, I'm here for another hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15. Schieberspieler is going to do a stream, so we'll follow. He'll follow us, and we'll raid his stream. Thanks to all of you guys for subscribing. You're always welcome to donate a gift sub or some bits. Gift subs and bits are not popular these days, for some reason. The economy, I guess. All right, bishop takes f3. Do I really have to give up my knight here? In the interest of not losing time. You would think like people would be donating bits since money is worth less because of inflation. You might as well just donate your bits since it's not worth as much anyway. Economics. It's not working out that way. Cash sucks. So, I was reading today how the Chinese are really, on a totally different subject, I was reading today how the Chinese are really pumping into their electronic currency, the electronic, like, yuan. This is going to be interesting to see what happens with that. So, hey, it's Miro. Maybe Chinese national electronic currency will dominate the world. B4. Dynamic pawn structure. Alright, we can break it up with b6 and a5 on the queen side. Safe assumption, Arsenal. If we start investing in... What about this c4 now? b6 is the move. Better get in b6 before it's too late. It's too late. It's already too late now. Seriously, it's not too late. This is a strong move. We're just in time to break up his queen side. Hayes Miro is really tough. Dave, Hayes Miro, did you get banned from under 1200 sections? Have they floored your rating? Yeah. He's a tough player now. 2150. They should floor his over the board rating. If he tries to play c4, I can grab the pawn on b4. But I don't know. Does he have some tricks like bishop a3? No. It must be nice to be a tough player. Uh-oh. Arsenal's having a down day today. He needs some... We all need some emotional support sometimes. I also have very low self-esteem, Arsenal. So I completely empathize. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you'd call it low self-esteem, but my self-confidence drops very quickly. This is something I've thought about a lot, you know, in terms of competing. I could have a great result and be happy for a very short time, but when I have bad results, my self-confidence just goes in the shitter really fast. It doesn't seem balanced. Like I don't gain enough confidence from my good results to balance out my loss of confidence from my bad results. I take the losses harder, and I seem to let it bother me more than, you know, the positive reinforcement of having a good result. But I guess it drives you to get better. So Hayes Miro is desperately trying to play c4. We cannot allow that. Right, no, that's exactly right, Arsenal. Exactly. You know, you're pointing to the point. That's how I got fairly good at chess. Because I'm not satisfied when I have a good result. But it's literally not a very satisfying way to be. Because you're never really like having a party that you won a tournament. You know what I mean? I could win like $20,000 playing poker. Oh, it's no big deal. And then like the next day, if I lost 1,000, I would be like crying. You know what I mean? It's like you're never satisfied. It's kind of a hard way to be. You know, you can never actually enjoy your good results. And I feel like that's been the case with chess for me. I could like qualify for have some great result, and the next day I lose one game, and I like think that I suck. I feel like you're similar. Drives you to improve. Rook c8. It's all about that single concept here of trying to stop. You know, maybe I should bring the other rook over to c8, but I didn't like this diagonal. Kind of a psychological discussion. Chess psychology and self-confidence. Or lack thereof. Not just chess, but anything. I guess I should become like a Josh Waitzkin. Market myself as a motivational speaker. I could have made a better living. Pawn takes pawn. d4. d4. Is it blunder or brilliancy? All of my moves are blunders. That would be the Arsenal fan reaction. My moves are blunders by default. Okay, I'm not lost. Bishop a3 just totally eluded me. My bishop is doubly defended. Dublin. Doubly in Dublin. Damn it, forks. Stay away from me with your knight fork. Oh no. He trashed his own pawn structure. He's thrashing. Thrasher shark. It's a thresher shark. Look at that move. What is happening? Hayes Miro's not playing a lot of Blitz or something. He lost his mind. Everything was fine until you got too excited. The adrenaline. The adrenaline here, it's a draw. There was a famous game, Lasker Capablanca, from their match, where Kappa won a game like this with black because of the IQP on d4. Lasker got tied down. There was something with the h pawn, like h5, h4. But I think, like, theoretically, you know, it shouldn't be enough for... Like, you need to have a secondary advantage to win the game somehow. That opening was not okay. Yeah, that's a famous game. The main thing was tying him down on the king side with the h5. Look at that move, dude. Computer was like h5 for a second, and then, yeah, there it is. Queen e4, h5. Black is better by 0.1 after queen f6. Rook f8, of course. Queen e8. That's how big my advantage is. Yeah. Ripun gets to play. Thanks for waiting, man. What? I'm coming in 10 minutes, so please don't accept my challenge. Face palm. You've got to be kidding me. The guy waited for an hour, and then, like, he says, I'm coming in 10 minutes, so please don't accept my challenge as my turn comes. I literally looked at the screen, like, right after he wrote it. Alright, whatever. When he comes back, we'll just let him play. No problem. No big deal. Just let us know when you're back. Knock Reba. Thanks for being a subscriber. I'm first, right? Okay. Let's see whose move it is. I give up the King's Gambit. I resign. I'm not going to play King's Gambit. It was ugly, man. I lost to Morales in 11 moves. I lost another crazy King's Gambit in a 3-minute Super Blitz tournament earlier this week. It's just not... And definitely if I do play the King's Gambit, it should not be played in the morning. Definitely not allowed before, like, noon time. I don't know. It's hard to play a weird opening here. The Link Springer was a very good book on this opening, knight c3. He probably went into some weird... I forget the author. It's like a 90s book on knight c3, but good stuff. Might have been published... I'm actually wondering who published that. It might have been published by Baerde Tamás. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure. Former Hungarian book publisher who passed away about 5 years ago. Maybe it's been longer now. Kecskemét. He had his own little chess publishing business. Used to run tournaments. Boris Spassky never lost a King's Gambit his entire career. I did not know that. So we're going to transpose to a Yubaba 150 attack or whatever sort of thing. That's actually different. I shouldn't call it the 150 attack. That's a specific Pierce line. But anyway, whatever this is, it's very, very popular these days. I've had a bunch of games with black where people unprovoked exchange on f6. I doubt that's a good move, though. I mean, we could end up in a Barry attack with bishop f4 normally. So this is not a Barry attack. I'm a little concerned about knight e4 being a good move. Bishop f6 is just lame. Oh boy. I guess bishop h6. We can transpose to the Barry attack now. I guess like c5. It doesn't matter where the bishop came from. So it might as well have been on f4. c5 is like Hebden, Nunn, Hastings, 1993 or whatever. 94, I don't remember. I played my first time in Hastings. I remember Nunn was in the Premier. They had a game in the Barry attack. Or maybe, don't remember what happened. But Hebden's been playing that his whole life. But it became really popular with that bishop f4 London system trend. Who is it? Ayeste, one of our subscribers, played this against me a lot. I was normally black, these type of positions. So h4, h5 at some point. I feel like I always didn't study Spassky enough. Recently I went over some of his match games. The loss against Korchnoi in their candidates final. Korchnoi beat him pretty convincingly, I thought. But it seems like he was just shattered by the match with Fischer and the way he was treated. I mean, he was sort of psychologically wrecked. He was never the same after that. What am I supposed to do here? But I think he was the one, Spassky was the one world champion I probably studied the least, other than like Uwe. The one major world champion that I know the least about as far as studying their games. I never had a collection of Spassky's games, for example. That's maybe a big mistake in my development as a chess player. Yeah, I like Smyslov. I did study Smyslov. I learned something from his games. Can I really do this? Yeah. H5. Subtle. So many Soviet players. Small wonder, right? They were like all the world champions for a long period of time. Basically, Soviets were world champions for like 30 years before I was born. Merely. Nothing major. Or more. 40 years before I was leading up to my birth. Man, it looks like black is getting... He offers a take back? Dude. Geller was a great player. I mean, he's regarded as famous for being like one of the players with a good score against Fischer. Not just because of his opening, play. But I don't know, how close Geller got in like candidates, tournaments and stuff. Be interesting to know the history better. Who Geller lost to, like, in the candidates tournaments in his career. Knight takes e5. Drudovgol has a tendency to play the opening well and then blunder. Gligorich was the only guy who survived Fischer, right? You mean in a match? What was the match? Did he, like, draw a match against Fischer? I don't know about that either. He wrote the book, yeah, Play Against Pieces. Absolutely. But I mean, maybe they had some kind of informal match? Maybe a training match? I don't have that book. I should get it. It's a pretty highly regarded book. Oh man. But I mean, are you talking about a single game? I mean, a match or a game? So he has to play, what, bishop h3 to not get mated here? See, that won't hold up. Yeah, I saw that repun. You can play next. Yeah, I don't know what the Gligorich Fischer story was. My chess history is a little spotty. Better than your average teenager. But I've never considered myself an expert on chess history. Ripun, I feel like I don't know enough of chess history. You know, most strong players know nothing now. Again, the player with the best record against Fischer was definitely Geller. Alright, Ripun, Bansal, Shankhadeep. How much time do we have? We have enough time? Thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night is our subscriber stream. So if you'd like to submit a game, you can use the Thursday command. Tomorrow night we're doing game analysis for the subscribers. Alright, I'll transpose to the Sicilian now. I was gonna play some kind of... He's forcing me. I could have played d5 actually, gone into a French. But this is the best for black. Training match. That's what they're talking about. A training match with Gligorich in 1992. In preparation for his Spassky rematch. But I mean, this should have an asterisk next to it, of course. Unrated training match. Thanks, Xerox, for your clarification. That's what Prem was referring to. Yeah, I think the Gligorich book would be a good buy. Gligorich. That's a book that we should own. But I sort of gave up buying chess books due to my storage situation. So D3. I need to figure out what to do with the 350 chess books I already have before I start buying more. Alright, let's go with D5. If you insist. Did you know Morozevich wrote a book about Chigorin? I did not know that, but I might have at some point and forgotten. But it's not recent, I'm sure. Who else would be qualified to write a book on the Chigorin from 2007? I mean, he was still top 10 in 2007. That was sort of the end of Morozevich's dominant period. Pawn takes. I mean, I don't know. I never liked the Chigorin. I've always had an excellent score against it. But on the other hand, you know, they're mostly weak players that I've faced, so I'm not sure what it really means. to have a good score against the Chigorin. It's not like I played Morozevich. The opening never had a great rep, and mostly weaker players tend to play it rather than strong players. So when you look at the statistics at the end of the day with an opening like that, it's going to be skewed to an extent based on the average rating of the players who are playing it, which is lower. King H1. He's 2100 in Bullet and 1700 in Blitz. I spoke about this yesterday. I was kind of surprised. He's used 28 seconds for the whole game. What? Ben Feingold. Ben Feingold and Simon Williams. That's the kind of players who play the Chigorin. Exactly. I mean it in the best possible way. How is Ripun 1700? We're asking ourselves this type of question every day. I really would have no idea who's a better player between those two. They seem pretty close, strength-wise. Simon is a little younger. Ben has tons more experience, I would think. Although Simon's not a kid anymore. I'm used to him being a teenager. He was a teenager when I was like in my 20s. The first time we played, we're both young, but he's younger. I mean, Ripun Bansal, I mean, what are you, a master? He's like a master. What is going on here? He's on steroids? Yeah. That's definitely taking some kind of energy drink. I don't understand, man. Now I'm gonna stalemate. Deliberate throwing. Is it stalemate yet? What a defense. He also missed a very strange mate against me yesterday where he got mated in the same way on the other side. Lucy Moody. Was this guy like holding this ending, or was he really worse? The computer thinks he's holding. So b4 was a blunder. Wow. Wow. I mean, I arbitrarily decided to play b4 when my intention was to play b takes c at the last minute. That's a draw? How is it a draw? Black has two passed pawns after bishop d1. That's unbelievable. How can this be a draw? Or he waits one more move, or what? I don't believe it. Knight takes? He stops both of these pawns? His h-pawn takes forever. The computer says this is a draw. How the heck is that a draw? How is he going to stop both my passed pawns? No, that's lost. What? Oh my god, king h6. King h6, then b3, then bishop d1, then, my gosh. So he gets to save this pawn and stop my pawn, and he's got the h-pawn in the bank, and it's a draw apparently. Black has to be careful not to lose now. That was a huge blunder by me. But it looks like I might not even be winning. dc4, d3. Just not enough pawns left. Wow. This is a draw. I was not winning in this position. I was winning at some moment. The ending is a draw? I'm not completely surprised. That was my point, you know. Because my king just, yeah, he can come up here and whatever. You would have gone to g5, hoping white plays h4. Yeah, man, I mean, he has like 4 minutes to my 1 minute at that point, and queen exchanges are welcome, right? You think he's going to lose the ending, and he did, but... And earlier... I mean, I should probably play this different, too. Wow. Arsenal fan, and Excel Poker is here. Thanks for being a subscriber and coming back. Guys, we need to get our numbers up. Viewer numbers. Where is everybody? I'm back. 20 viewers is going to cut it. Bring the friends and family. Force your 3-year-old to watch my stream. But we have a very strong, devoted following. You know, even if it is only 20 viewers, you guys are mostly very good players. Arsenal fans, Zell Poker. We're an elitist chess stream. Only 2100 and above are allowed to play. Arsenal. Making the cut. So what am I going to do? Right. How are you intending to draw that minor ending? Wait, what? Replying to Repun Bonsal. Slaggy on move 27. Wait, what's the question? Which ending? Force your grandmom to watch. What do we got? Could I handle? No. 10k viewers. No, I would go mine. I would go nuts. I'm not asking for 10K viewers. It's like 100 or something. That's enough for me. I don't want to be. I don't want to be that famous. Let's play D5. The Christian Bauer French defense. I'm not greedy. Hikaru can have his 10,000 viewers. I would go nuts with like the people trolling and stuff. You need good modding capability. Arsenal, you're up. Wait a minute now. Arsenal's up to 286, 87 games. Clearly in second place. Can't even read the chat. Yeah, that's annoying. That you can't even read the chat if there's that many viewers. It's just ridiculous. It's just a bad French. Arsenal's doing exactly what I said Hey, it's Miro should have done. Okay, in this case, my bishop's not even open, but at least I'm not down a tempo. They France. I was just noticing that Christian Bauer plays black in these lines, and he plays a lot of like exchange. He gets a lot of exchange variations where people like think that, oh, white is better because black's played a6, but a6 not that bad there. In the French exchange type of scenario, but this doesn't look great. I've just played a6 for no particular reason. Reminds me of an old friend of mine, National Master Adrian Casillas. He used to like to just like close the queen side and never castle. This is horrible. Let's do it. The Adrian. It's bad, but it doesn't make it that easy for white to play. Yeah, this is a bad experiment. It's a problem. Just e5. Maybe I can play that another way. I mean, what can I do? f6? No. Knight c6, c3. Yeah, that sucks. e5 is a good move. Bishop d3 is smart. I guess I have to play c5 here. Doesn't matter. Same thing. Bishop d3 is a good move. Arsenal just fundamental. He's a Christian fundamentalist. Wow, knight d2. No. That was his plan all along, I guess, to play f4 anyway. I'm not sure h6 helps my cause too much. But we're going to get to the standard kind of Casillas. It takes a really demented person to enjoy playing positions like this with black, though. You have to be a sick puppy. Adrian. He was like a 2300 USCF player, but not a bad player. Good blitz player. But I always thought it was funny that he was willing to play these like awful French positions where you just don't castle and create this sort of stranglehold, the ultimate pawn wedge. Really ugly. It's like a Gurgi needs a Caro-Kann. I do not like to play chess like this. It's a mutated hippo. It's an inverted hippo. My bishops would be like here. Yeah, mutated. Its head and its ass are in the middle. Extremely mutated. Mutant. I can hear like the Homer Simpson like dough like Arsenal saying to himself right now as that pawn went off. There should be like a Simpson sound effect.
No!
He didn't like his options there. Give up the white square bishop or lose a pawn. Now we've got queenside. But black's just clear pawn up. In a very bizarre position, admittedly. Is it too late to join the simul? It is definitely too late for the simul. You missed the simul by a few days. LHS. LHS just subscribed. Blitz. Blitz. We have time for another challenge or two. So B3. There is a stream schedule on the Twitch page. Astrobate probably fell asleep. You should be able to find the schedule somewhere on Twitch. It's in there. I guess I need to make it like more pronounced or something. Alright, screw it. I don't want the center to collapse. My initial plan was otherwise, but King E7. Man, that's not dangerous at all. Thanks, Prem666. Astrobate was dozing. Don't worry. Guys, Sheeperspiller's gonna stream after me, so you can enjoy his merciless brand of chess after the stream. Sheeperspiller, are you gonna stream a tournament or something? Oh, you are doing a simul. Was looking for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow night, yeah. If you have a game you want to submit, Excel Poker, we're doing game analysis tomorrow night in the evening. I try to alternate. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are mornings, and then, you know, Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays are evenings. It's the easiest way to remember my schedule. And my whitelisted on lichess. Sort of shadow banned, maybe. Bishop A4. Not what I expected. Let's just hope I don't get skewered by Bishop H4 to my king in some way. I'm sorry I played this. I hate the French. I hate closed positions. I don't know what got into me here. I mean, that's opening up play for him too. I almost played queen e3, like picking up the wrong piece. No, you will trade queens. Queen trades are welcomed. Was that a good move? Maybe I should have played like f6 instead of f5. Can you leave me alone, please? Oh my god. He's gonna save this. Unbelievable. What? Get king h5 there. What? Why did I do that? Unbelievable. I couldn't win up a pawn. The speed is unbelievable. It's an easy win now. He sees everything. feel like I was winning at some point. Maybe not? Yeah. What did I miss? That's tough. So bishop f1. And if king f2, bishop d3. So I was winning somehow. Well, I guess if king f2, king c4, king f1, king d3, and I'm gonna like win the king and pawn game. That's pretty brutal. Like there, here, king d3. I don't think that white is surviving there. Yeah. Well, the same thing? No. I don't think so. If bishop c2, I go here. It has to be king c4. But it's a good question. Obviously, maybe I can even sack the c-pawn. I mean, what do you do? This? Or bishop d1? I might even be able to play this and win this position. Theoretically, but let's see. No, that's a draw. Bishop, this is not easy. Bishop d3. Okay, so king c4. He's just in Zugzwang. Bishop a4, bishop d3. Man, I missed several wins. I could get my bishop to like e4 as well and win. Alright, sell poker. I don't want to lose again. Weird openings Wednesday. Man, why is my score so bad against him? G4. I was mistaken in trying to keep G4 push open. It's a deferred. Wait, what's the point of H3 again? It's the London system, is what it is. You know how much I love the London system, boys and girls. We all know. I don't know, is Queen D2 the right move? Wing Gambit. I think you're just clearly better, Arsenal. That's perfect for white. Although knight takes is possible. I feel like bishop takes is the normal sort of move. But the opening you played fine. At least I thought so. London system wing gambit. Compensation. Well, I mean, g4 ultimately, right? It just takes like 20 moves to prepare it. You just have to prepare g4 for your whole life. I mean, theoretically, you're right, though. Maybe the queen side would b3 and a4. Those are your breaks. I find those positions really crazy for both sides. Is black, like, lost now? It's impossible. He can't simply be lost. I wish my queen was on, like, d3, though. Well, originally the London system was meant to be a boring passive. I'm just kidding, it's not a London system. This is some kind of bizarre gambit. It just happens that I played bishop f4. I mean, I'm playing in a sort of Chigorin style here with knight c3, d4. You know, it's like playing g5 in a Chigorin style position for black. If only my queen was on d3, seriously. Well, I'm developed. Can't complain about that. Development, check. Queen on d3 and black is dead in the water. Queen on d2. Not quite as good. I mean, the Dutch is a really tough opening to play. You must have to spend your life to learn it. I said I was going to play the Dutch today, and I never did. Well, I sort of did. I did against Universitate Cluj. Not on move 1, though. Interesting, wow. So he tries a desperate gambit. Pawn takes pawn on this in some positions. Well, he opened up his bishop. Honestly, maybe I should take with the pawn there. That's how I got mated in like 2 minutes and just a couple moves during the end game. Open lanes. I joke about bowling, you know. Mr. Coffee likes bowling. He's a strong league bowler. Rooks like open lanes. Bowling for mate. Astrobate, the bowling references elude you. These are bowling lanes, you know, and the rooks are like bowling balls. It's very complex. Knight takes d5. Oh no. No. Alright, man. I finally beat Excel Poker. Queen f7 mate. Is this a line? Is this an actual variation? Wow. That's odd that there's no games with this move. It looks like it's valid. I'm sure that if we looked in ChessBase, there'll be games. It's just that none of them are master games. No games with g4. Now there's games. I didn't like h3, g3, honestly. But the computer says this is better for white. That's why I wanted to play bishop f4 first. To prevent g3. Queen e2 is best. h3 is best. And now we transposed. Eugene Martinovsky versus Igor Glek. And Eugene Martinovsky beat Alexander Ivanov in 1994. I mean, I knew Martinovsky. How would Alexander Ivanov play the Dutch defense? That doesn't even make sense. He never played a Dutch defense in his life. He lost to Martinovsky. That's really bizarre. I've never seen Alex in like 100 games play the Dutch defense. Not once. That's really, really weird. Never he played the Dutch defense in his whole life. Alright. Sardai is back. Guys, this is my last game. Check out Schieberspieler. He's going to be streaming. I'm going to Berserk. I'm going to check out Raid Schieberspieler. I was supposed to finish in like 5 minutes, but alright. We'll take this last challenge. I'm going to play fast. The Gingy Ashvili. I lost to Mike Valvo in the New York Open in around that time, 95. I also played knight c3. b5 is some fishy gambit. d5 is a queen's gambit with a6. This is possible Benoni. Does anybody know what I'm doing? Pawn takes b5. Wow, he didn't even consider it. Damn. It's not a Blumenfeld. It's just a relative. So what do we do now? Like rook a5 or something? This is a serious question. I guess we take on e4. Oh, man. Taking on e4, bishop d3, I mean, that looks wrong. No, I have pawn takes. Taking on e4, bishop d3, pawn takes. So taking on e4, bishop f4, knight a6. What the heck is going on here? This looks dangerous. But I don't know, man. That's what we're here for. Weird chess on Wednesdays. This doesn't seem safe. I like the way White played it. But I chickened out back in the New York Open. When Valvo played it against me, I was like, I don't remember what I did. I did something lame like G3. How did I get such a stupid position against him? I must have played E3 or G3. Must have played G3. I still don't understand how I got such a stupid position. G3? That game's in the database somewhere. Bishop d3, e takes d5, bishop e4, d4. Wow. Possible. But it's also possible I could go back to f6. I'm not obligated to play d takes e5. I mean, e takes d5. I could play knight back to f6. Just suck it up. Bishop d3, knight f6 with a really scary looking Blumenfeld. But I don't trust my position. I was wondering, my original plan was to play bishop a6. But then I was like, okay, what do I do next? Bishop f4, I have to give up my bishop? That was possible, though. Bishop a6, bishop f4, bishop takes b5, bishop b5. That's a really strong white square bishop for white for the rest of the game. Bishop c4, the Nescafé Frappe attack. Super Nescafé Frappe attack. The Ultra Frappe, which I used to play with white. The Frappe attack. Frappe. Is it pronounced frappe or frappe? So what do I do? Do I have a lot of options here? It was nice knowing you all. Frappe. I'm not really a believer in f5. So I have to go back. Pressurizing d5. Nice play by Sardai, though. Inspired. He's an inspiration to us all. Aggression. Guys, check out Cheaper Spiller. We're going to raid his stream. He continues with a simul after me. Look at this coordination. Yeah, the black focus on d5. I'm a genius. Wait. We're up a pawn. Bishop d6. Mother. That's not very nice. Okay. So, alright, let's say bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5, knight d5. I mean, I gotta do something. Is there any sense in rook takes? I don't really see how. Berserking. Wade has injected all the life into the game, but he doesn't have anything to show for it. At least not yet. Bishop takes f3. Queen takes f3. He has queen e7, queen d6 check. Or bishop takes c4. Bringing the boring. Have you seen my boring? Boring company. My son is funny. He thinks someone on the board of directors is a board director. Which is pretty funny, actually, and creative. A board director is someone who works chess tournaments. C4? Free Pawnee. Alright guys, it was fun. Interesting games. Congratulations to Morales with 11 move crush today. Thanks everyone for the games. We're going to raid the Spielberg. Thanks everyone for watching, for subscribing. Raiding Spielberg. Thanks everybody. Have fun in the simul.